Have you ever wondered what it feels like to step into a battlefield where every move counts and every decision could be your last? Today, we are diving deep into Arena Breakout Infinite, a brand new PC adaptation of the popular mobile extraction shooter. If you're new to extraction shooters like Escape from Tarkov, but curious about exploring this intense genre, stick around. This review is crafted just for you. We will explore what sets Arena Breakout Infinite apart from the traditional fast-paced FPS games dominated by speed and gunplay. Plus, we'll discuss what makes the game engaging and what you can expect from this genre. As we go along, feel free to share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. I love hearing from you all. Let me set the stage. The dystopian region of Camorra, a lawless zone ravaged by endless conflicts and greed. You step into boots of the operative, venturing into this dangerous territory. Your mission? Retrieve valuable loot, uncover hidden secrets, and survive the chaos across multiple regions of Camorra. But here's the twist. Unlike traditional shooters where you sprint, shoot, and respawn, this game is all about high-stakes survival. You dropped into dynamic maps filled with loot, danger, and other players. Your sole objectives? Extract alive with as much loot as possible. Easier said than done. You only get one life per match. No respawns, no second chances. If you die or fail to extract, you lose everything you are carrying. Yes, everything. It is a thrilling game of risk and reward where every decision has lasting consequences. While it might not seem engaging at the first glance, the environment and exploration-focused gameplay add immense depth. The game seamlessly merges PvE and PvP elements through seasonal missions with the specific objectives. Various contracts not only shape your extraction goals, but also offer progression and rewards through the seasons. If you're seeking a game that goes beyond mindless looting, Arena Breakout Infinite offers a rich, immersive story. So, what do you think? Does the thrill of high-stakes survival intrigue you? Now, let's talk about what really sets the game apart – the game mechanics. Arena Breakout Infinite is a realistic military shooter that puts a key focus on item management and your survivability. With only one life per match, every move matters. Before each match, you need to consider three key elements – your gear, your weapons, and carrying equipment, all within your budget to avoid going broke. Your gear includes your helmet, body armor, and headphones. Yes, in-game headphones. Sounds play a crucial role in this game. Then there is a vast arsenal of weapons, each with its own set of attachments and specific ammo type. Lastly, your carrying equipment, your chest rig and the backpack, each with the different capacities. Sound overwhelming? Don't worry, the game offers predefined kits to help new players get started without diving too deep into customizations until you get comfortable with them to start tailoring your equipment. Once you're in the match, you are immersed in the pseudo-realistic environment with impressive visuals and audio. Every sound matters, from the distant cracks of the gunfire to the subtle rust of the leaves underfoot, or even the rain that dampers all sounds. Situation awareness is a key here. This isn't your typical deathmatch like a Call of Duty or the finals. Your objective is to find as much loot as possible and extract successfully. Looting isn't just a quick grab and go either. You'll be searching through containers, bags, safes, and even clothes with pockets. And here's where also realism kicks in. You have to take time to discover what's inside each item and quickly assess its value. The health and the damage system is another layer that adds to realism. Injuries aren't just numbers on the screen, they affect your gameplay directly. A leg wound slows your movement, a chest shots impact your breathing and aim. Healing isn't instantaneous either. You'll need to carry and use medical supplies strategically. So what do you think so far? Does this level of depth excite or intimidates you? Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's dive into combat specifics, because sooner or later you're going to find yourself in the firefight. Whether you're playing solo, on a squad of 4, you'll be up against up to 12 other players on the map, all within the same objectives. The weapon choice will have unique characteristics: recoil, bullet velocity, armor penetration, and even environmental conditions like wind and rain affects your shots. The low time to kill and the high cost of the top tier ammo that can penetrate all armor tiers require you to play strategically and rely on visuals and audio cues a lot. Teamwork becomes crucial here. Tactical team play involves moving in phases, covering flanks and supporting teammates. Spraying and praying will only waste precious ammo and give away your positions, so listen carefully, watch your six and move between covers. Even if you're playing solo, you will encounter situations where players might avoid fights to minimize the risk of losing their gear. But watch out for the NPCs, known as coverts, a third-party elements of the game. They are noisy, chatty and have lower health, but they can still pose a threat if you're not careful. Combat goes beyond just guns. Your loadout includes various tools and consumables that can make or break a fight. Medkits, bandage, painkillers, grenades all play the significant role in your survival. When you take a damage, there are 5 different areas that might be impacted, some covered by armor. There is no auto-healing here. Injuries affect your performance directly, and untreated injuries can spread, severely impacting overall effectiveness. You'll need to apply medical supplies in a specific order, for example, replacing broken areas first with the surgical kits and then healing them with the medical kits and bandages, adding another layer of strategy. So every fight becomes a tactical balance between risk and reward, knowing when to engage and when to walk away. And when you have secured valuable loot, your primary objective becomes getting to the extraction point alive. Let's talk about the maps and environment, because they are, in a word, breathtaking. The maps in Arena Breakout Infinite are the masterclass in design. Each one feels like a living, breathing world, complete with the dynamic weather and environmental effects that keep gameplay fresh. Rain, fog and lighting changes add unpredictable element to every match, forcing you to adapt on the fly. These conditions affect weapon trajectory, visibility and audio cues. Each map has a static looting area, including up to 15 different enemy respawn points. You need to be aware of your path and where the other might be. The map design is so well integrated that loot doesn't stick out as a sore thumb. You'll need to learn each map, the types of loot locations and effective loot paths. Likely, there are several community maps that could come handy. Check the video description for the links. There are also several choke points, areas with the safes and locked doors requiring keys, that become hot spots for encounters. Almost every team aim for these spots, because the loot can be significantly more valuable than the other places. Extraction points are scattered across the map, and while reaching them isn't the issue, some of them require special conditions to access. And remember, some sneaky players might be camping at extraction points, hoping to ambush you for your hard-earned loot. The game also features specific maps and different modes like Forbidden and Lockdown for high-end content, with tougher NPCs enemies wearing top-tier armor and players. The risk is high, but the reward can be astronomical. This adds more challenges and rules to keep the gameplay fresh. What are your thoughts on dynamic environment in games? Do they add to the immersions for you? Now, let's delve into different game modes Arena Breakout Infinite offers: Operative Mode and the Covert Mode. Operative Mode is a standard mode where you usually jump into a game well prepared through the customizing your gear and what to bring into the fight. This mode is perfect for engaging into intense firefights, completing high-stake contracts and maximizing loot opportunities. But remember, the stakes are high. Losing a match means forfeiting everything you brought into the battlefield. This mode is ideal if you're confident in your skills and looking for the thrill all-or-nothing scenarios. Covert Mode, on the other hand, offers more a stealth-oriented, low-risk approach. You start with the minimal gear, but you can still accumulate valuable loot and use weapons from the defeated enemies while learning the intricacies of Camorra maps. Gear lost isn't permanent here, neither financial losses, so it's great for the new players or those seeking a more methodical experience. Both modes featuring the same rich, immersive environment with the same looting capabilities. The only difference that advanced game modes like Lockdown and Forbidden are not available in the Covert Mode. One of the most interesting aspects of Arena Breakout Infinite is the trading system and in-game market. This is where you'll spend significant amount of time outside the matches. Extracted loot is worthless until you sell and earn coins, the in-game currency. Coins allow you to buy better gear and craft superior weapons. After successfully extracting, you can sell recovered weapons, gear and loot to the in-game vendors or on the open market, where the prices fluctuate based on demand and scarcity. Selling extracted weapons, especially rare or full modded ones, can fetch high prices, enabling you reinventing in better gear for future missions. Special event contracts add the exciting level to trading. These time-limited events often require you trading specific items, sometimes rare collectibles or crafted goods, in return for the rare equipment. It creates a dynamic economy that encourages exploration and adaptation. The trading system becomes a game within the game, adding depth and another layer of strategy. Do you enjoy games with a robust trading system? How important is an in-game economy to your gaming experience? Now, for my personal take. Arena Breakout Infinite is a bold statement of what PC tactical shooters can aspire to be. It challenges the norm set by games like Escape from Tarkov, offering deep mechanics, stunning visuals, and intense survival gameplay. Yes, the weapon crafting systems can be overwhelming at first. The sheer realism and complexity might be daunting, especially if you're used to arcade-style PvP shooters. You will likely spend hours in the game firing range, testing different weapons and attachments, but it's to some extent optional. Game offers predefined complete sets that are relatively cheap, so you can explore areas fully equipped without breaking bank. The emphasis on the stealth and tactical gameplay is a significant shift from traditional shooters. There is no bunny hopping or sliding here. Running across the map isn't just practical. It's a recipe for the disaster, so you need to play carefully and be aware of surroundings. Maintaining your in-game economy adds another layer of challenges. If you don't plan your equipment carefully, you can quickly find yourself broke. Top-tier gear and ammo are expensive, so strategic planning is crucial. However, at the same time, this game offers pay-to-win to get top gear for real money. A lot of people are complaining about this cheap approach, but it's still a viable option if you have ill fate following you. I won't lie, I think this game leans more towards strategy than traditional arcade shooters. It might be a deal breaker for those who just want to jump in and shoot everything that moves. But if you're up to a game that demands patience, strategy, Nerves of Steel, this could be your next favorite game. I personally had never played any extraction shooters before. Games like Tarkov seems too complex and unforgiving, but after participating in the recent Ark Raiders close betas, I realized that extraction shooters can be incredibly fun and rewarding to play. Arena Breakout Infinite, while challenging, simplifies many aspects of item management and weapon comparing to its more advanced peers. There is a learning curve, but even the default weapons are manageable and effective. So, is Arena Breakout Infinite worth your time? Absolutely, if you're willing to embrace a steeper learning curve and dive into its technical depth. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you ready to take on this challenge? Have you played Arena Breakout Infinite, or are you considering jumping in? What's your take on the high-stakes tactical shooters? Do you have any tips or experience you would like to share? Drop your thoughts and questions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive and want to see more content like this, hit that like button, subscribe, so you won't be miss our future videos. Thanks for watching, stay sharp out there, and see you on the battlefield. Bye!